everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a sit down video such as this, but I knew that the first video I did would be a follow-up video to how to manifest your dream life using Dr. Joe Dispenza's formula. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for those who did comment on that video and watched the video all the way through. It's things like that that really help me feel inspired to continue to create videos such as that one. But I really wanted to make kind of like a slight follow-up video, or maybe kind of clarify why maybe a manifestation technique isn't working for you. You're not doing anything wrong. In fact, you're doing everything right. The only thing that you need to be doing is tweaking a couple of things, and in this video, I will show you how to do that. Now, if you're a lot like me, you probably watch a ton of manifestation videos, a lot of spiritual videos, and with that being said, there's a lot of motivation, positivity, inspiration for you to create the life that you want. But when these techniques are provided for you, you feel like you're doing everything, but you're not seeing the results that you want. Now, I will say it's not enough to only be positive in one portion or one aspect of your life, especially if you're thinking about the life that you want. But I think we forget that we also need to apply that kind of logic to our whole entire life, the way that it is in this very moment. And I know that may be very hard to hear. When you do these two things that I'm going to mention, this will help not only shift the way that you think, but help you see the results that you want with any manifestation technique that you are doing. So the first thing that you want to do is become aware of your thoughts. Now, when I say to become aware of your thoughts, it's a little more than just that. You really want to pay attention. You really want to take notice of the things that you are thinking and the things that you are saying to yourself. When I first started diving into Dispenza's formula and the work that he was doing, he really explained that our emotions are always anchored in the past. And in order to feel that emotion, we need to create a thought that invokes that. So it was in that moment for myself where it kind of clicked for me, and I thought if I could just narrow in on my thoughts and be aware of all the thoughts that I was having, I would be taking the first step in changing the way that I think. Now, I don't know about you, but personally for me, if I'm giving you a general idea of how I think, at least this is the perception that I had of myself and still kind of have, is that I am a pretty positive and optimistic person. Yes, every now and then I can fall into like a negative rut, but it wasn't until I really did focus in on every thought that I had within every aspect of my life. And let me tell you, I was not positive. I was not optimistic. In fact, I was absolutely negative and had no idea I was that mean to myself. And I was negative in every situation that I entered, or even before I entered it. I had a negative assumption that I was already processing in my mind or thought would happen. I feel like it was really an eye-opener to really observe my thoughts and the way that I was thinking within every thought that came through my mind, and to be really aware of how negative I actually was. So now this falls into my next tip, is correcting every negative thought that you have. Now, it seems fairly easy, but the reality of it is that it was emotionally and mentally exhausting. I was literally battling with myself on every thought that I had, because even when I tried to flip my negative thought into a positive, it felt very resistant, and it felt like I wasn't deserving, and it felt more comfortable to be negative. It was easier to blame and point the finger as to why I couldn't do X, Y, and Z. I still tried to do my best to make every thought that I had into a positive, even though it felt very uncomfortable, and it honestly felt like it didn't sit well with me at all. But I promise you, it's worth it in the end. It is a very slow, and it feels like a very long process, because you're just becoming so aware of your thoughts. You're having to correct your thoughts every minute, but I promise you there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I promise you it is so worth it. I think this process took me about 3 to 4 weeks for me to finally see a small shift in my thoughts. And when I saw that small little shift in my thoughts, I noticed the shift happen within my own reality. I was able to see, one, I wasn't as reactive to things, and two, I felt like if I was starting to feel a little bit frustrated or a little bit anxious about something I couldn't control, I really try to bring it back to what can I do in this very moment. And in this very moment, the only thing I have control over is my mind and the way that I feel. And if I stick with being able to control my thoughts and control the way that I feel, I would be heading in the right direction. And yes, it's a long process. It takes a lot of patience. You probably want to throw a few fits now and then, and it's probably easier just to do that, but that version of yourself doesn't take you anywhere. It hasn't taken you anywhere. This is why you're watching a video like this. This is why you continue to search for manifestation techniques to change your life, because the old way has no longer served you and it has done nothing for you. So I really challenge you to do these two things: observe your thoughts and correct every single thought. And then I guess the third thing that falls into that is being patient with yourself and being patient with how long that it takes. Once you see the shift in your mind, you see the shift within your reality. And then once you see that, you will notice that your heart and your mind will finally start aligning with one another. And then it's only when this happens, you are able to then apply techniques such as Dispenza's formula, which is mental rehearsal. I think that after I was able to really focus in on my thoughts and create and correct every negative thought that I had, it was fairly easy just to kind of believe what I wanted and believe that I was deserving of it. And in doing so, I was able to start incorporating techniques that I wanted to build habits on. It's just getting your mind straight so that way you're able to align with your heart. And then I think once you have that, I think that you can conquer anything. I know that's really hard to believe in this moment because it feels so far away. It's like with anything that you do, it comes with practice, it comes with consistency, it comes with the intention of why you're doing this. And when you are able to see that, and when you're able to even see the smallest change with the smallest shift in your mind and the smallest shift within your own reality, it becomes very addicting and you just want more of it. And so you continue to be this way and you continue to build this as a habit, and then you eventually you go from your old self to your new self. But with that being said, I really hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!